Rock and Roll Geek Show 815.
Still rocking after all these years.
This is the story of my rock and roll butler.
This is it, the show that started it all. Often imitated, but never equal. From San Francisco, USA, online since 2004. It's the one and only Rock and Roll Geek Show. With the original rock and roll geek, Michael Butler.
Welcome to the Rock and Roll Geek Show. My name's Michael Butler. Thanks a lot for joining me. I really appreciate it. Today is Friday, December 29th, 2017, when I'm recording this show, and it is 7 o'clock p.m. Straight up, friends. I'm going to take a sip of this fine Tecate. I'm opening this Tecate. This is the second one of the day. Oh, best one so far. Okay. Hope you had a great Christmas. I had a fantastic Christmas. My daughter came into town with her boyfriend, and my stepfather came into town. There was a secret plan in action since about September of this year. I went to a Giants game with Martina, my daughter, her boyfriend her boyfriend Alan, and his dad. We all went to the Giants game, and when Martina went to the bathroom, Alan came up to me and asked for my daughter's hand in marriage. And of course, I said yes. He's a good guy. I like the guy a lot. And the plan was a secret plan. Martina had no idea that he was going to propose to her. The plan was my stepdad was going to be flying out from Florida, bringing my mom's engagement ring and wedding ring. My mom is no longer with us. May she rest in peace. He was going to bring her rings, and Alan was going to propose to my daughter Martina and give her her grandmother's wedding rings. Well, that happened on Christmas Eve, and so I am going to be the proud father-in-law of a new family. So that happened on Christmas. So it was a great Christmas for me. On my birthday, which was Christmas Eve, I went out in my kayak and went fishing and crabbing. I caught 5 nice Dungeness crab and 5 rockfish. So I had a good crab dinner to bring to Alan's parents for Christmas. And I had some fish and some other crab to cook on Christmas Eve for us for some cioppino with my stepdad. It was a great Christmas, a very special one, and it's over now, friends. I hope your Christmas was as good as mine. What I'm going to be doing tonight is I've been planning on doing this for a while, and I just never got around to it. But the year's almost over, and it's almost time for me to do my top 10 albums of 2017. But I've been planning on doing this one for a while. Never did prepare for it. I kind of just kept putting it off. But somebody posted on Facebook, on the Rock and Roll Geek Facebook page, and it reminded me that I should probably do a track by track of this album, which is called Pinewood Smile. It's a brand new album from The Darkness. Ken Zalewski did his Rock and Roll Geek scoring system, and it reminded me that I should probably do mine. So that is what I'm going to do tonight, friends. So if you're not a fan of The Darkness, maybe you might want to listen. Maybe you will become a fan of The Darkness. I don't know. They're my favorite band besides Cheap Trick right now. I think they are the last true rock and roll stars that are going currently. That's just me. So I'm going to be doing a track by track of the new Darkness album, Pinewood Smile. Before we do that, I'm going to play something from the last Darkness album. So this is going to be pretty much all Darkness on this episode. So like I said, if you're not a fan, maybe you will be after this episode's over. And if you really, truly hate the Darkness, you can turn this episode off if you want. I understand, friends. Here is something from the last album called Last of Our Kind. This is the title track called Last of Our Kind from the Darkness.
We've said
There you go. That is probably my favorite song on the last record, Last of Our Kind, which was a decent record. It wasn't their best record, but I liked it a lot. I saw them twice when they toured that record. They played once here at the Regency Ballroom in San Francisco, and then I saw them again several months later at the Catalyst Club in Santa Cruz, California. Catalyst Club was a little bit smaller, and it was a fantastic show. Actually, I'm bourbon was fine Tecate. Both shows were fantastic shows, and they're coming back in March, and I'm looking forward to seeing them again. All right, before I do the track-by-track of the New Darkness album, Pinewood Smile, I would like to thank some people who donated to the show. This show survives on your donations, as you know. As Adam Curry says, this is a value-for-value model. If you listen to the show, you think it's worth something, you donate what you think the show is worth. It's as simple as that. If you think the show is great and is worth $20 an episode or $20 a month, you donate $20 a month. If you think the show is a piece of shit, don't donate anything. If you think the show is okay, only worth $1 a month, donate. You get the idea. But if you're okay, before I continue the beg fest, which I'm learning to. All right, I'm gonna play. Let me find some music in the background. Warrior Soul has a brand new album called Back on the Last. Let's have that for some background music. If you are too cheap to donate to the Rock and Roll Geek Show, you can always go to rockandrollgeek.com and click the Amazon link, and I'll get a little kickback. Hopefully you did that during the Christmas season when you were shopping for your family and friends. I'll get about maybe a nickel if you've spent some money. Or you can go to patreon.com/RNRGeek. Now the dead are risen. Like the following people did. Little bit of Warrior Soul. This album is pretty rocking. In your swollen teardrops, they said my voice is forgiven. Thank you to Mike Brown for the $25 on Patreon. I visited Mike Brown came up and visited this weekend, or this week too, the day after Christmas. We all went to North Beach, had a good dinner. Following day, we went out looking for vinyl. There was no vinyl that I found that I wanted, but I helped him find a stack of records. Thank you, Mike Brown, for the $25 every episode on Patreon. Thank you to also another new donor. When we get to the next song here. Another new donor, Joe Pollack, donates $6.66. 666 every episode. Thanks, Joe. It's very creative and nice of you. Thank you, friend. Thanks to Betty Wood for the $5. Thanks to Danny Boyd for the $5 on Patreon every episode. Thanks to Daniel Segan for the $5. Thanks to friend of mine and friend of the show, Michael Street, for the $5. Thanks to Ken Kennedy for the $5. Thanks to Chiaki Hinahara from the Metal Moment podcast and the Japanese Metalhead show for the $5. My good friend Chiaki. He had dinner with us. My daughter got into town on the 23rd, and we all went out for some Eritrean food, I think is how you pronounce it. And Chiaki and his wife joined us. Thank you to Brian Springer for the $5. Thanks to my podcast mentor and co-host of Mad at Dad, Dave Slusser of the Evil Genius Chronicles for the $5. Thanks to Paul Underwood for the $2. Thanks to Mario Zoth for the $2. Thanks to Bruce McMillan for the $2. Thanks to fellow kayak fisherman Matthew Hunt for the $2. Thanks to Eric Stowe for the $2. Thanks to Robert Harvey for the $2. Thanks to Three Legs, Four Wheels for the $1. Thanks to Bondstone for the $1. Thanks to Mike Dixon for the $1. Thanks to John Richardson for the $1. Thanks to Corey Kohler for the $1. Thanks to everybody who donated on Patreon.
To hide the scars of a career that got mixed up.
And if you can also go to PayPal, click the PayPal link at rockandrollgeek.com. Like Elodie Johns did. On my birthday, she went there and donated $25 just for my birthday. Thank you, Elodie, my first girlfriend.
Rock and roll you everything.
Thanks to Douglas Free for the $20. Thanks to Elodie Johns again for $20. She donates $20 every month. Thanks to Dave Jackson and the School of Podcasting for the $10. Thanks to Jeff and Sherry Key for the $10.
I'm a rebellion.
Thanks to Paul Fondry for the $10. Thanks to Dave Franco for the $10. That's James Franco's brother, I think. Thanks to James Venners for the $10. Thanks to Jason Shepard for the $10. Thanks to friend of mine and friend of the show, Todd Cunningham, for the $10. And for the Van Halen Rising book. Thanks to Bradley Lisco, BJ Lisco for the $10. Thanks to friend of the show and friend of mine, Ralph Miller for the $10. Thanks to John Tennis for the $5. Thanks to Greg Long for the $5. Thanks to Jeff C.A. for the $5. Thanks to Alex James Muscat for the $5. Thanks to Eric Lentz for $5. Thanks to Dean Gillespie for the $5. Thanks to Kelly Mitchell for the $5. Thanks to Richard Strom for the $5. Thanks to Andrew Howe for the $5. Jero Carroll for the $5. Thanks to Christopher Del Grande for the $5. Thanks to Kelly Mitchell again for another $5. Thanks to John Offenlach for the $5. Thanks to Stephen Mascord for the $5. His book is called Touchstones, and I'm in it. Thanks to Sigmund Heidacher for the $5. Thanks to Brett Garsky for the $5. Thanks to Craig Vasiloff for the $5. Thanks to John Baveri for the $5. Thanks to Bradford Page for the $2. Thanks to Peter Spark for the $2. Michael Williams for the $2. Thanks to Adrian Boschrock on the forums, Boschrock, and the Rock and Roll Geek Facebook page, which I did not create, but I do maintain. Thanks to Deborah Dreyfus for the $2. By the way, go to the Rock and Roll Geek Facebook page, and I will approve you to join the private group. Thanks to Deborah Dreyfus, if that's your real name, for the $2. Thanks to Richard Fusey for the $2. Thanks to Lassie Satvedhagen for the $2. Thanks to John Skiller for the $2. And finally, thanks to William Moffat for the $1. Without your donations, friends, this show would die horrible, putrid, stench-filled death. Those people all thought the show was worth something. And if you're not a donor, well, I would appreciate if you were, friends. That's all I'll say. All right, let me find the Darkness album here on my iTunes playlist. By the way, another reason I was waiting to do this album was because I ordered it on Pledge Music, and the downloads never arrived. I did finally get this CD in the mail about a month ago, maybe a little over a month ago. So I finally got the Darkness CD. So I'm going to now do a track by track. This album is the 5th studio album released by the Darkness. It was produced by a guy named Adrian Bushby, who I don't know who that. I have no idea. It came out October 6, 2017, and I received the CD probably about November 6. So Pledge Music had really dropped the ball. I don't know if maybe it was the Darkness who dropped the ball. I don't know, but somehow it took a month for me to get the CD, and I never did get the download. So next time, I will not be purchasing an album through Pledge Music. I will be pre-ordering it on Amazon. Let me take a sip of this fine Tecate. This is the first album on Canary Dwarf Records and also on Cooking Vinyl. It's the first album. It's the first album that was recorded with Rufus Tiger Taylor on drums, the drummer for the son of the great Roger Taylor from Queen. All right, and recorded in Cornwall, England. What else can I say? There's really no liner notes on this on the CD. It just there's lyrics. Doesn't say who wrote what. It just basically says written by Justin Hawkins, Dan Hawkins, Frankie Pillane, and Rufus Tiger Taylor. So maybe they all wrote all of them, or maybe they just decided to be a band and give everybody equal credits, which is probably what happened. Produced by Adrian Bushby, engineered by George Perks, recorded at Veda Recording Studios. Yeah, that's about all I have on it. Okay, so there are 10 songs on the album. I have the CD has bonus tracks on it. Is there bonus tracks on the CD? Maybe there's not. I don't think. Yeah, I guess there are. There are 4 bonus tracks. So there's a total of 14 tracks, including the bonus tracks. I think I'm going to review it based on the 12 or on the 10 tracks. So the Rock and Roll Geek scoring system is as follows, as you know, I'm sure. If you like the song, I give it a +1. If it's okay, I give it a half. If I don't like it, it's a 0, and then I tally it all up, and that is the score. So if there are 10 good songs on this album that I like, I'll give it a 10 out of 10. If all the songs are only a half times 10 comes out to 5, so I would give it a 5 out of 10. You get the idea. All right, the first song is called All the Pretty Girls. That was the first single that was released. I think I probably played it on the Rock and Roll Geek show. Here's a little bit of All the Pretty Girls. All the Pretty Girls. Friend of the show, Ken Zalewski, posted on the Rock and Roll Geek show Facebook page his track-by-track review as well. So I think I will compare mine to his. I give this song... I like the song. It's catchy. It's rocking. It's not my favorite Darkness tune, but the thing about the Darkness, when you listen to the songs, maybe you don't like them, but at least me, once I watch the video, it makes me like the song more. And this video, although not a great video, decent video, and I like the song. I'm giving this one a +1. Not a strong +1, but a +1 nonetheless. And I will compare now to Ken Zalewski's. He says, here's my unsolicited and probably unwanted review of Pinewood Smile by the Darkness using the Rock and Roll Geek scoring system, of course. He gave this one an enthusiastic +1. A little bit of solo. I think this is Dan Hawkins doing this solo. Justin Hawkins solos you can pretty much tell because they are very tasty and melodic. And that was a little bit more of a rock solo. Alright, +1 for this one. Next song is called Buccaneers of Hispaniola.
Decided me the Spaniards must be seasick to the molar. Planned the treasure galley
The Darkness is one of those bands that is kind of polarizing. A lot of people either hate them. I think if you hate the Darkness or don't like the Darkness, you just kind of don't get it. And then there are other people who do get it and they love the Darkness. And those people, to me, I don't know, if you don't like the Darkness, I think if you watched them play live, you would really like the band a lot because they are a fun rock and roll band, and to me, they are what rock and roll is all about. You go to a Darkness show and you leave having a great time. The rock and roll show, they put on a great show, they rock out on stage, and they don't take it too seriously. And other people also think that the Darkness is kind of a joke band, like Steel Panther, which could not be farther from the truth. They have a sense of humor. They don't take it seriously, but they're not a joke. They kind of do take it seriously, but in a lighthearted way, if that makes any sense. Buccaneers of Hispaniola. Great musicianship. Not the most catchy song, a good riff. I'm going to give it a strong half, but I will give it a half nonetheless. All right, what does King Zalewski give it? He gives it also a half. Okay, so we're pretty much neck and neck with the scores. Third song is called Solid Gold, which was the second video that they released. When I first heard this song, I thought it was okay. Then I saw the video. The video is fantastic. I love the song after the video. So letting you know now it's a +1, but listen to it anyway. Kind of a big rock riff.
We're gonna blow people's fucking heads off. People gonna shit themselves. Crying out for more, cause you're wet floor. The sun's going out to the goose. Hell, they're for denim and leather. Notoriety and wealth. After the show, I think we both know this fist ain't gonna bump itself. We are legends. We're the power that you're good tonight. We're immortal, cause the souls will never die. And we're never gonna stop. Shut it out, solid gold. And we're never gonna stop. Shut it out.
Yes, the lyrics are never gonna stop shitting out solid gold. Great line to me. I give this one a +1, obviously. All right, next song is called Southern Trains, which this was, I think, the third video that they released. Southern Train. The video, not a great video. It's I think they do it with Snapchat, which I know nothing about that Snapchat app, but it's kind of goofy, I think. I think it's what the kids use. Kind of rock metal riff, not metal, but rock and riff. Rufus Taylor, great drummer, really great drummer. Kind of a riff-raff, AC/DC lick.
Cancellations, tedious conversations, trying to reach a dinner with an ass in your face. It's a disgrace. It's a journey into pure despair. There are fucking assholes everywhere. I can smell piss and shit in the air. Fuck you, southern trains. We're not getting anywhere.
I'm going to give the rockin' song, good riff, or lick, whatever you call it. not as catchy as I'd like. I'm going to give this one a half. What does friend of the show Ken Zalewski give this one? He gives it a +1. So just made it to a 1. All right, next song is called Why Don't the Beautiful Cry? Great opening melodic. Listen to the guitar part. This the beginning of this song. It's just beautiful. Listen to the guitars. That's obviously Justin Hawkins, and it sounds fucking great.
Pretty woman,
I love this. This might be my favorite. This is it's one of my favorite songs on the album. Say that.
Been crying all day, but deep down you're delighted. It's unfair. 'Cause
I don't think this sounds like anything they've done before. Maybe it does, but I like this a lot.
Why don't the beautiful cry?
I think that's catchy as hell.
It's never in real life. Why don't the beautiful cry? I wish I wasn't ugly on the inside. I see you looking for something to do to satisfy.
I give this one a big +1. Ken Zalewski gives it a half.
Somebody who has a heart of mine actually believe. Well, you told yourself a lie. Why don't the beautiful cry? Something in the movies, it's never in real life. Why don't the beautiful cry? I wish I wasn't ugly on the outside, but I am ugly.
There are solos. Listen to the guitar solo. Not a big fan of modulation, but it's a modulation in the middle of a solo. Solo modulates. Great.
Bubble and squeak in the frying pan.
I love this. I know I'm probably in the minority on this song, but I really, really like this too. So far, I am at 1, 2, 3, 4. Is it 4? 1, 2, 3, 4 out of 6. Ken Zalewski, 1, 2, 3. He is also 4 out of 6. All right, next song is called Japanese Prisoner of Love. Kind of a metal riff. They have been playing this one live for probably the last year. I've seen videos posted on YouTube on it, but I never watched it because I kind of wanted to wait until the album came out before hearing the songs. A couple of these were played live over the past year. I like to be surprised when the album comes out.
Japanese prisoner of love. I used to sleep in a comfortable bed. with luxurious sheets.
Good guitar
I
part.
used to sit on the toilet when I see
Very, very Brian May
the
sounding.
jailbirds on a wing, cry when I sing. Japanese prisoner.
I almost wish it didn't have the heavy parts. Band is sounding probably way tighter now than they ever have, especially since Rufus Taylor's in the band. It's kind of a complicated sounding song.
I used to think that my life was so sweet, but it's sour. Oh, I used to be alone in the shower. We are the jailbirds on a wing, cry when I sing.
Lots of parts in this tune.
Japanese prisoner.
I'm giving this one a +1. For a while, I kind of didn't like this song as much, but it's growing on me a lot. It's a well put together song and a very complicated and very musician. It's a music. I don't know what I'm saying. It sounds. The musicianship sounds great. I guess what I'm trying to say. I like the song. +1. All right, Ken Zalewski also gives it a +1. A solid 1. All right, next song, Lay Down With Me, Barbara. I like the songs that break down soft like this. There's a few of those on this album. Those are the ones that I kind of am attached to, that I am drawn to.
Trust me, darling, you won't need that chemise. I know it's hard to love a man like me, but to do so with the greatest of ease.
I wish it had more hooks in the song, but I like the overall feel of the tune. Chorus is catchy. Lay down with me, Barbara, underneath the candelabra. Great line. Back it up.
Lay down with me, Barbara, underneath the candelabra. Lay down with me, Barbara, or I will die. I will surely die.
Very nice tune.
Who needs moonlight?
Ken Zalewski says a solo almost got it over a half. So I guess we better wait until the solo to hear how it brings it up almost over a half.
Clouds obscure it. Look upon you neath the chandelier. Let us not waste a precious moment blindly, bumbling with the clasp of your Brazil. Tender love from scratch. Don't you think it's time we make
solo.
Lay down with me, Barbara, I will die. I will surely die.
Great solo. Very tasty. All right, big +1 for me. Ken Zalewski says it's a half, so I'm now above Ken Zalewski. Next song, I Wish I Was in Heaven.
Life as we know it ain't what it was. This isn't living, I know this because I live like a champion, the envy of me. I only live vicariously. A moment in the sun, a lifetime.
So far, this was not doing anything for me.
Full of glory, an empty decade came out for a long time, but now it's time. I wish it was in heaven, 'cause now there's nothing left for me on earth.
It's okay.
I wish it was in heaven with you.
It's like a melodic AOR. I'm going to give this one a weak half. Verging on a 0, but I will give it a half. Ken Zalewski gives it a half. He says another close but no cigar, half. Next song is the best song on the album. This song is called Happiness. And they just put out a video of this that is animated. This song, to me, is what the darkness... To me, rephrase that. This song is what I like most about the darkness. Classic darkness. Super, super fucking catchy, rocking, and anthemic.
We're so gonna make love tonight.
They better play this live. I love this song. Is just fantastic.
On the beach here together, holding each other so tight. And I said, this is my heart. No one ever broke it. Don't worry about my ego. You don't have to struggle. Repeat after me. I love you.
I love you. Oh, what a great tune! Come on. Big +1. As good as any song The Darkness has ever written. This should be a hit song. This is as good as any song that's out there. I wish the entire album sounded like this. Oh, what a solo! Just a feel-good summer song. Is it going to make the ultimate great song with the breakdown? No, it's not. What a chorus, though. That is how you write a song, friends. What a tune, what a tune. All right, the final song on the regular album, not bonus tracks, is called Stampede of Love. Now, Ken Zalewski gives it a 0. I believe, well, the last song on the previous album, Last of Our Kind, was written and sang by Frankie Pulane. I believe this one is Frankie on vocals as well. So listen to this one. This is called Stampede of Love. Ken gives it a 0. I think it's one of my favorite songs on the album.
And the ground shook. Can't believe how much food you took. Looked to me with those hungry eyes. You were eyeing up my fries. To the naked
Plus 1 for me, 0 for Ken Zalewski. So I'm going to tally up my score. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8.5 out of 10. That's a pretty damn good score. Ken Zalewski, I will tally up his 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 out of 10. All right, I gave it a higher score than him. Maybe this is not a great song. I could probably go down to a half, but I like it.
You wear your house like a tortoise shell. I can't wait to see you again.
I like the bass player's voice. Maybe that's why I like the tune. All right, there you go. That was a track by track of the Darkness album, Pinewood Smile. Let's quickly listen to the little bit of bonus tracks. First bonus track is called Uniball. Quickly, I give Uniball a half. Rack of Glam is the next bonus track. I like this one. I give this one a +1. Thank you for the Rack of Glam.
I used to whimper like an infant, suckling out an arid teat. I was denied the very things I desired. Without them I was incomplete. I was underdeveloped until you enveloped me with a love I could scarcely conceive. I could stare all day at your décolleté. I could lose myself in your cleavage. Oh, I found something like saying the wreck of glam. You'll never know how delightful I am.
All right, I like that one. Seagulls, Losing My Virginity, bonus track. I like this one. This is a good one, too, a +1.
Illusion never die.
Also could be sang by the bass player. Might be sang by Dan. No, it's Dan, or it's Justin.
I wanna take you higher, higher than the sky. Losing my virginity.
Yeah, good tune.
Touching each other tenderly, losing my virginity.
So if I was going to do out of the 14 Rock and Roll Geek scores, just on the bonus, I would be up to an 8.5, 9, 10, 11 out of 13. Good solo. All right, last bonus track is possibly the best song in the whole album besides Happiness. Rock in Space. Not many lyrics, but it's just a big rock song. And I hope they play this one live, but I kind of doubt they will.
It's a planetary race of aliens. Your radio waves have polluted space for far too long. Send us more bad rock or we will destroy.
So I would give this album a 12 out of 14, which is a pretty damn good score. This was going to be in my top 10, but based on that score, might be in my top 5.
These brave men will provide the music you desire. Now instruct the clock and warships not to fire.
All right, friends. I hope you enjoyed this track by track of the Darkness CD, Pinewood Smile. Oh, another thing, I was at the record store and I saw this on vinyl. Happiness is not on the vinyl edition. I would be extremely disappointed if the album, that vinyl didn't have the best song in the album on it. Alright, so I'm going to wrap it up now, friends. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you like The Darkness. If you don't, I'm sorry, friends. You can always fast forward this one. I will see you soon. The next episode may be the best of 2017. I may do a regular show. I may do my favorite albums of 2017. I think I have my list about together. I just have to put it in order. Tomorrow I've got to go to work in the morning, and then as soon as I get done, I'm going to go fishing. It's the last day of rockfish season of the year. I'm going to get in one last day of fishing before it's just crabbing until April and sturgeon. Thank you, friends, for listening. You can find this show at rockandrollgeek.com. Please keep the donations coming. Without your donations, this show would die a horrible, putrid, stench-filled death. Find me on the Facebook, R&R Geek. Find me on the Instagram, Rock and Roll Geek. Don't ask. Find me on the Twitter, R&R Geek. We'll talk to you soon, friends. Be safe on New Year's Eve. I'm going fishing, so hopefully that's safer than being out with all the drunk drivers and amateurs. I will talk to you soon, friends.
It's a rock and roll geek train wreck.